J-A. Yeah, I'm sure. I like what you did there. You set me up. I appreciate that. It is great to be here in the Elixir Music House. Thank you so much for inviting me out. This time last week I was in Tonga, landed in Tonga. They come up to our plane and they say, "Oh, welcome to Tonga. We're so sorry it's hot." Why are you apologizing? You can control that? Listen, if you can control that, there's a cyclone about to hit. And I gotta fly through it. So could you guys go over there and take care of that for me? Anyway, I'm here in Cairns having a great time. Croft messaged me and said, "Hey, I need you to do a quick 5. Can you come on up?" And I have 3 rules for my comedy. Think funny, say funny, look funny. And as a black guy with the last name White, who looks like he just walked off the set of Family Matters, I can say with all certainty, I did do that. But listen, I got a lot of patience, okay? I have a lot of patience. I prefer the biblical term for patience, though, long suffering. Long suffering, because that's what I feel like I do most of the time. And I built up that while I was in the Army. I was an Army guy, not a Navy guy, I was an Army guy. Mostly the suffering part, but I did build up a lot of patience working with a lot of very, very socially interesting people. Now, in the States, I can't really tell jokes like this, because if you talk bad about soldiers in the States, they will have your head on a pike. Oh, they will. They don't like that. They don't like that. But let me tell you something. When I was in the Army, when I was in basic training, everybody wanted to kill somebody. Straight up. Come up to you. Oh man, just racial slurs flying everywhere about Middle Eastern people. I'm all uncomfortable. Like, oh, yeah, okay. All right, that's what I signed up for. I'm with them now. Good. Okay, cool. I'm dressed like them. I look like them, but I don't want to associate with them. One guy comes up to me and he says, Hey, White. You ready to go overseas and kill Haji? Yeah. First of all, that makes me uncomfortable because I was just getting used to people calling me White all the time. Normally, the only time I like to be called White is at the airport when they upgrade me. Like, White, you now have a seat in first class. I'm White! Yeah, then it's a privilege to be White. But in the Army, I was getting used to it, so this guy comes up to me, Are you ready to kill? Are you ready to kill? I'm like, nah, man, I'm really just here to get education. I want to get training. I really just want to help people as best I can. It's a crazy world out there. Very naive Jarvis in the past, leave him alone. Guy says to me, well, I'm ready to kill. I'm going to kill somebody as soon as I get over there. I'm ready. I said, hey, bro, listen, man, you're not going to kill anyone. And he starts to get angry. He starts to get really intense. Like, what do you mean I'm not going to kill anyone? That's what I signed up for. I said, brother, you're a cook. If you kill anyone, you're going to jail. My man wasn't looking to kill anybody with a rifle. He was going to do it with salmonella. I didn't know. Now, verbal judo, that did not calm him down, as I had planned. He got angrier, and he said to me, well, I would have gone infantry, but my mom didn't sign my form to let me do it. I can tell you right now that if you want to sound tough, telling a grown man that your mom didn't sign off on you to become a serial killer is not the effect that you think it is. But long suffering. Also, common sense. I have that sometimes. I mean, I was in the Army, so I didn't forbid. Wow, I can't speak. I was at the grenade range. They give you 2 live grenades to throw. You tuck them to your chest, you walk over, you go over to the cadre member, and he says, hold them close, you're gonna pull the pin, and you're gonna throw as hard as you can. So I'm kind of nervous, first time holding a grenade. I pull the pin, I'm holding the spoon, and he says, okay, you're gonna count off now. I gotta tell you, when you're holding a high explosive close to your heart, and he's like 1 Mississippi, 2, and your heart is going 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I count off, I throw it, I hit the deck, boom! The guy, he pats me on the back, he pulls me up and he says, hey, that was a really good throw. Do that again. And I looked at him, and all my military bearing went out the window, and I said, it's a grenade. Of course I threw it hard. What do you think this is? So I threw the second one, I did good. One guy actually tried to jump up to see it explode. And I asked him after the fact, brother, what did you think was going to happen? He said, I just wanted to know what it looked like. Anyway, that's the Army for you. That's the type of people that we get in the Army. But I'm here in Australia. I'm having a great time. Thanks again, Mr. Croft. I appreciate that. You know, he made a Family Matters joke about me a few weeks ago. And I've been running with that joke for my entire life. But I can say that I appreciate that more than the many people that approach me and ask, hey, do you play basketball? Sometimes it just... Yeah, I know, right? You look at me and you're like, no way, you play basketball. My man looks like the Scarecrow. He did not get a brain. Oh, I can say, okay? I'm American. I get it all the time anyway. Out here, I have to be afraid for my life all the time. I see your police. Oh yeah, I see the police officers here. I'm like, oh hey, you guys are great. In America? No. Yeah, that's funny. It's funny to me too. So, I'm there. I'm having a great time. Sometimes people approach me. Do you play basketball? I hit them with, no, I'm just a regular black guy. Most people immediately feel embarrassed and they try to scurry away, which is funny if we're standing in line and they can't really go anywhere. So they do the little 360 and I'm still standing there because I'm 6'4", and it's like, yeah, you did that. But sometimes we get people that get a little randy and they follow it with, oh, what's your shoe size? It's always the older white women. And I have to tell you.
Shut up!
I have to tell you. Call me later, okay? This is hard. Thank you very much. Elixir Music House. I appreciate it. Have a great evening.
Let's get it going for Jarvis, everybody.